I have a chart sent to him, sent to me by him, explaining that he was personally funding the mobilization of members from Ogun State, Ekiti State, Ondo State, and Osun State for the Oyo State rally, and that there is no official amount approved for these states. But 20 million was approved for the states, for Ogun State specifically.
To mobilize how many people?
To mobilize their members.
How many people were you expected to
mobilize? We made an estimation of 200. Because he said we should get members. We should get 200 buses to mobilize our members. We made an estimation. It was turned down. I said it was too far high up. It was reduced to 100 buses. We forwarded to him. He still rejected it and said no, that there is no fund, that he's personally going to fund it. And he came up with an estimation of 5,195,000
to take care of 100.
To take care of, not 100, wherever it can go to. That was what he could afford, since he's personally funding that expenditure. We are grateful that he's spending his money for the party, 5,195,000. But where is?
Did he eventually spend that amount?
It was less than that. About 4 million plus was what we gathered that was given.
But not to
me, because it's so appalling that the budget we did, that we said, okay, if every member that goes there, a certain amount should be given to them, at least 5,000 as a token. But he said, no, 1,000 will be given. And we said, that's ridiculous. I, as the chairman of the party, cannot say be in that position and be giving 1,000 naira to every member who left their home to go to Ibadan. And he said it's for feeding. I said, that's appalling.
Is this the practice for Labour Party members? Because what seems to be out there is that as far as supporters of Peter Obi.
Well, I think the best thing is for the Labour Party leadership should come out and clear this. But from the look of things, just look at that man, the publicity secretary, as they called him, because you could see that he was just, was just trying to mop up his ways. You could see that he's shaking, even with what he's talking about. But one thing I just know is that let the leadership, let them come out and tell us what is happening. Because with this one that this man is talking, is doing, somebody has said it, that they should be careful, especially in Lagos. I listened to somebody, whether a journalist on radio, saying that they should be careful in Lagos, so that they have been seeing some people who have been going in and out of APC, not to infiltrate this Labour Party, and that is exactly what is happening. I'm sure the person will be laughing at. I said this, that all the people you think that they are supporting Obi, that they should be careful about them. And unfortunately, this party, nobody know this party. If nobody say now Obi will come, this party not be anywhere now. The only time we heard about this party was when Mimiko, because he used this party to get his whether his second term or something. That was the only time we heard it, and immediately after his tenure, he decamped, he left the party again. So nobody has been hearing about this party here and there. Even this NNPP, it is so that it's even making Nigerians to even know NNPP, okay, it's been there before and what have you. This Labour too, it is Obi that is bringing this whole thing. All this one are talking. Who know this one before? Who know them? So that is why they need to be very, very careful. Well, at last, like I've always said, if Obi no win, heaven no go follow. Nothing will happen. Nigeria will continue with what they are used to it. It's not today. It's been over 60 years. At least since we got our independence. Now so the thing go the road. The rich will continue to get richer and the poor will continue to get richer. The rich will continue to get richer and the poor will continue to get poorer. The only thing that can be done, let the party leadership, let them come and tell us how come the publicity secretary who is now coming now. You should know that there's something behind it. That is where I see it, honestly speaking. Well, shameful as Labour Party publicity secretary reveals how party mobilized Nigerians for rallies with cash. I remember as a child how my mother would yell at me after finding out all my little lies, saying shame, 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 and it would make me look foolish. That after everything I had done, feeling I had smarted her, I was only bringing shame to myself. This is the current state of affairs with obedient supporters. They are not only uninformed but also entirely lacking in understanding of how political parties function as a system. They are already burying their heads in shame. Take a look at this video of the Labour Party's National Publicity Secretary revealing their nyash, which has caused unimaginable shame not only to Peter Obi but to oceans of fans. The first to claim that anyone supporting Tinubu or Atiku has been bribed or persuaded are the obedient followers. It is so sickening that it is tough to dispute with an obedient fellow because they get on your nerves. They are not only unruly but also extremely insulting. Imagine having a conversation with an obedient and hearing him remark that everyone who supports Tinubu or Atiku is a bastard who despises the nation. They, they constantly telling you to quit caring about your stomach and care about the national interest. They blackmail you into compliance, and if you do not, you may lose your friendship due to an imminent fight. Ashake once remarked in one of his songs, "What is difficult for you is also difficult for someone else. So you must give yourself a brain. If you believe Peter Obi is the Messiah, keep in mind that others believe Tinubu and Atiku are the Messiahs as well." Just look at this interview with the Labour Party's publicity secretary, who asserts that every Labour Party member knows their candidates fly and is ready to cash out with whatever they can get their hands on. This is a case of who chop belleful must hungry. He stated how the sum of 20 million naira was requested to bring in people from all neighboring states during the Ogun presidential rally, and how Doyin Okukpe swallowed it like the snake that swallowed a collective patrimony. Omila everywhere. These same people who are eager to allege Tinubu paid me to work for him on the streets have been exposed. We call this busted. Have you observed that Peter Obi abandoned holding his rallies in the north because it was not possible to make money from them? Have you ever wondered why the obedient who believe that their candidates have the monopoly on sainthood lost him to organize street rallies anymore? No, all their admins are dishonest and have profited from the process. This is what we call beer bank. Then they carry them go where they no know. The only thing I can say here while dropping this video of your view pleasure below is what my mother would say to me if I were in such a situation. Shame. Okay, oh, everybody, last. This interview of this man, we go see e own yansh go see open, because see the way they talk, he dey talk, he go see say he dey try to put some things together. Is behaving as somebody who is being maltreated, who is under duress to say. We go see the end of this whole thing at the end of the day. Well, if I talk, they will attack me left, right, and center. Now the bitter truth is out. Who is fully who? Well, nobody will attack you because you have nothing to say. Calling him, okay, Professor Pat Utomi, Mr. Organic Support and Free Support. We need your comments. Abi, you are in the same school with Doyin Okukpe. Corrupt set of people. God will never allow corrupt politicians like Peter Obi of Labour Party to win presidency in Nigeria. Big amen. Well, so it is Atiku and Tinubu that are clean. Okay, oh, they are better than a liar and a pretender. Lie party. What did I call you? Okay. Nobody is fooling anybody. Peter Obi told you he is not giving shishi, but the last time I checked, the obedience say they will give shishi on behalf of Peter Obi. So, has anybody told you Peter Obi give him money? Please, we should be ashamed of ourselves looking for something where there is nothing. Guy men everywhere. When you talk of structure, you are talking of corruption, sir. Keep it. The people will win this election, not you. Trust me. You are a big liar, hired by those who are opposing Labour Party. We know all of you, enemies of Nigerians' betterments. If all these parties can be doing this same in secret, which means they are nothing but the enemies of the country, that signify biggest shame to all the parties. If other parties can condemn Labour Party for this, why all the parties do not have same in secret? Thank God they said it out loud in public and on TV news that they use money to mobilize rallies. How many parties can boldly said that the Labour Party does? Which means when it comes to Labour Party, nothing to hide. Whatever you like, call it, Mr. Writer, but to your sense, people, people will never senseless to this cheap write-up and whatever video. It is Obidati movement time. Wait till February next year, then you will know how far. Everybody's entitled to his opinion. That is just the way I see it. Oh. Woo. So guys, let's hear your opinion and have your take on this.